Oh my goodness, it went to the wrong camera. Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to Rise and Shine. I see that some of you were um, dancing along with me for the few minutes. If you were an early bird, I can see I have this special little camera where I can see you. If you're watching, I can watch you dancing. I'm just kidding. Um, But good morning. If you are new, I am Nika Stewart. I am the co-founder of Streambank Media, a social media agency for entrepreneurs and thought leaders and small businesses. And I'm also the founder of Shine 365, which is a club for awesome female entrepreneurs growing and shining online. And today, I want to talk to you about the 5 elements of the perfect social media post. These are the things that we at Streambank Media have had to learn over the years and have seen work over and over again. And it's one of the things that I get asked the most often, how do I write a better post? How do I write a post that gets notice, that gets engagement, that gets me known as a thought leader? And I'm going to tell you the 5 parts of this perfect post. So I have my coffee. So I am ready to rise. And it's always time to shine. So let's do this. Excellent. All right. So the 5 elements of the perfect social media post. Here's the really good news for you and for me. The 5 elements that I have learned and discovered over the years and now put into posts for all of our clients and teach my clients to put into their posts, they all start with the letters SHINE. Isn't that lucky? That is really lucky for us. So it's good for me because it happens to be the name of my club. It's also good for you because it's easy to remember. So let's talk about the 5 elements. Are you ready? Let's do number 1. Number 1 is S. S is for spin. What the heck is spin? What the heck is spin? And before I get into this, I feel like I didn't say good morning to all of my friends. Good morning to all of you who are here. I really appreciate you coming in. I hope that you learn a lot. If you are new here, like I said, I am Nika Stewart. I have been running social media campaigns for clients and for myself for about a dozen years before social media even existed. In this past year, I have been uh, having cancer treatments and trying to keep a terrific attitude and grow my social media at the same time, grow my business, grow myself online, keep a good attitude and heal. And that's what I want to do for you. So this weekly show gives you new tips every week for growing your social media and shining online. So good morning, Kristen. Good morning, B. I see that there are a bunch of you here and I don't see your name. So feel free to put your name in the comments so I can say good morning to you, sunshine. Okay, let's get back to our 5 elements. S is for spin. What is spin? Spin is your unique take, your unique philosophy or opinion on what you do. So I'll give you a few examples. It's like you can be a business coach. I have a client who is a business coach and she helps businesses grow. And there are many business coaches out there. So she has to put her spin on business coaching. And her unique spin is that the growth of a company is directly related to the relationships between the founders of the company. The relationships between, if there are co-founders, the relationship between the co-founders, the relationship between the founders and the employees, and the relationships between the employees, among the employees. So she works on relationships. And if anything comes up in the news and she wants to share a great story, about a business either growing or failing or struggling, she looks at it at the unique perspective of what are the relationships that are going on in the business. So anytime she talks about business growth, that spin goes in there and everyone gets to know who she is. This is her branding. It really helps her stand out from all of the other business coaches out there. Another example, we have a client who is, his industry is digital transformation. So he does a lot of speaking about new things that are helping companies and helping people and helping the world that are digital. So all of the new tech and digital apps that are coming out, tools that will improve the world. But his unique spin is that it doesn't matter what the digital technology is if it isn't helpful to the experience of a person with the technology is the only thing that's important. So a new technology that makes car making easier is not valuable in his opinion if the person who's going to use it doesn't find it user friendly, or if the people who are impacted by it don't have the best feeling. So his spin is it's all about the person and the person's experience. Even though he's in digital transformation and technology, he focuses on the user experience. So that's his unique spin. So what is your spin? What is your take? What is your unique philosophy on what you do? Make sure that gets into every post that you put out. So that is element number 1. Let's go to element number 2, and that is H. Again, I am reminding you that all of these elements, the mnemonic device is SHINE, S-H-I-N-E. It's a great thing for you to remember. And like I said, so lucky for me that all of these words happen to spell out SHINE. I did spend hours with a thesaurus trying to make sure that it did fit into SHINE. So H is for harmony. Everything that you post, everything. When I say everything, I mean 110% of everything you post, whether it's your post, whether it's a comment, whether it's a like, whether it's a share, whether it's a follow, whatever you post, whatever you do online must be in harmony with your brand. So what do I mean? There are many people out there who say, well, I shared it. It's not I don't believe it. I was sharing it. I don't mean that I'm endorsing it. I was just sharing someone else's opinion or post. That's baloney. If you are sharing someone's post, you are putting your name on it. If you want to share something that you totally disagree with, then you post that and you put your spin on it and you talk and speak in your branding. You put your branding into it, and then it is perfect. You don't post something that's out of alignment with your branding ever. No matter how you're feeling, if you're having a bad day and you want to go on social media and whine and complain and rant, totally fine if it's in your branding. So how many of us have seen people who are empowerment coaches or people who help others, or they sell products that improves others' lives, and they claim to be that kind of person, that I am just always optimistic and empowering, and then they go online and they do a rant that shows them off to be completely disempowering and pessimistic, and we completely distrust anything they post from then on when they say that they are empowering and optimistic, because they aren't, because it's baloney. It doesn't mean you can't have a bad day and post about it, but post it in your unique branding. Don't pretend you're someone and then be someone else. Always be your authentic self. It's really great to remember. I mean, my branding is I am positive. I have a positive outlook, and it's not fake, because then I could never keep it up. I honestly do. But it doesn't mean that I have good days and 100% happy all the time. But if I want to post about something that I'm angry about or disappointed about, I still put my unique spin on it. Like, this is yucky. I feel terrible. I wonder what the silver lining in this is, because I will always look for that. If I didn't put that in, I then appeared to be a liar that I'm optimistic and positive, right? So always post, every post needs to be in alignment and in harmony with your unique branding. Who you claim you are, make sure every time you post, everything you do proves that that's who you are. I. I stands for I. I. I need to be in every post. My personality. Yes, my branding. The things about me that help other people connect with me. This is where a lot of people get a little concerned or frightened to put too much of themselves in their posts. And the two reasons that I see that people are afraid to do this are, number one, we are afraid that you're not supposed to reveal too much of yourself, or that being personal is not professional. And I want to speak to that. Being personal is not unprofessional. Being unprofessional is unprofessional. We all have unique personalities, and we can still be professional. Be your professional self. Don't be unprofessional, but be you. Be quirky or silly or fun or serious or no nonsense or whimsical or whoever you are. Be you. Every time you post, don't think, what should I appear like? Be you. Just be you. And the youest you can be, the more you are really truly all you, the more you will turn off the wrong people. Excellent. And you will really, really attract loyal people who fall in love with you. And those are the people who want to work with you. People who think you're okay are not excited to work with you. But people who go, oh, she's so cool. Oh my God, she's so weird. I love that. That's what you want. You want to be you. The other thing is that a lot of people are afraid to turn off people, or we're people pleasers. I know this is true for me. I'm afraid to reveal some parts of me because I think people won't like me. I think no matter who we see out there, I think everyone has a little bit of that, but some of us are bigger people pleasers than others, and we're too worried to have people not like us. And that's a mindset thing, and I think we get better and better at it the more we really are ourselves. I have to say that this year, for me, going through cancer treatments and losing my hair and feeling sick and feeling like I look different was an amazing opportunity for me to be myself anyway. The days I wasn't looking or feeling perfect, I often would make videos or go live and go out there anyway. And what this year proved to me, because I always really said I believed this, but it solidified it for me. The more you go out there when you are just you, whether you worry, when you don't worry about what people will think. No, you worry about what people will think, and then you do it anyway. The more you do that, the more you put I out there, the more you will start to attract those people who are in love with you. The people that should know about you and love you, they can't unless you really put yourself out there. So that's I. N. N stands for niche or niche. I've heard people say it both ways. I believe French is niche and we say niche here in the States. Your niche, your niche, the people, your ideal target audience. So niche doesn't only mean your target audience, but what I'm saying here is your posts need to speak to your target audience. So stay in your niche with your posts. Speak to your niche, to your target audience when you are posting. So when you are in an industry, you probably have a lot of lingo and language that you get, but your target audience may not understand. Speak to them in their language. If you're speaking in a networking group with your industry, you speak differently than when you're speaking to your target audience. When you're posting on social media, this for your business to promote yourself, speak in the language of your target audience. And that's when they find words that they're using. Sometimes we are so close to this that we don't realize. So speak to your audience, have focus groups, ask them questions, do surveys, talk to your clients, learn their language, and put that in your social media posts. That will much, much more likely cut through the clutter and have them look and say, oh, she's speaking to me, so I want to listen. That is N. And E stands for example. And I think that this is so much fun and so powerful. And what it means is you live by example. And most of us in our businesses, at least my audience, those of you who are following me, most of us are teaching and sharing and selling what we do. Like, we are good at it, and that's why we're able to sell it. So you may be you really love makeup and you're a beauty expert. You look great when you put on makeup, so you want to teach other people how to do it. Something like that. Like, you're good at it, so you teach it, or you came up with a product and you sell it around your passion and your expertise. So you are living by example. And when you live by example, that means that's when your expertise and your lifestyle collide. And although we hear the phrase, the cobbler's kids have no shoes, the shoemaker's kids don't have shoes, that means that, I'm a web designer. Don't look at my website. I'm so busy with clients that I don't have time to make a really great website for myself. Well, who is going to trust you as a web designer if your website stinks, if it's not fabulous? You have to live by example. If I am a fitness coach, I need to look fit or live a fit lifestyle. What I share and my motivation and inspiration has to be true coming from me. Again, we're not perfect all the time, but if you're sharing something, do you ever want to work with a coach who doesn't, I don't want to work with a marriage coach who can't keep a good relationship. I don't want to work with a pet trainer whose pets keep running away and don't love them. You want to work with someone who lives by example. When you show that off in your posts, that really it's like selling without selling. You naturally are just living by example, and people want to work with you. Wow, she really, her cat loves her. I need to use her to train my cat. The reason I'm saying this, by the way, right now is I'm looking over here at my cat who just jumped on my daughter's lap. So you probably want to use my daughter to train your cats because the cats really love her. That's her new business now. So when you are living by example and you share that in your social media posts, you don't have to say, guess what I do for a living? Let me promote this. You should buy my stuff. You don't have to say any of that. You just have to live by example. And people who need your products and services are just going to naturally want to work with you because they're so inspired by you. So let's go through this one more time. S stands for spin, your unique spin, your unique philosophy, your take on what you offer to the world. H stands for harmony. 129% of everything you put out or more has to be in harmony with your brand. I stands for I, meaning your personality comes through in everything you put out there. N stands for niche or niche. Speak to your target audience, speak in their language so that people connect with you and hear you speaking to them. And E stands for example. Live by example and just get yourself out there. Take pictures, write stories about how you live your life as an example to your potential clients. So those were the 5 elements of a perfect social media post. I hope that helps you. I appreciate you joining me today. If you are interested in being in the Shine 365 Club, and you're a female entrepreneur who wants to shine online, you need to join us. It is the most amazing group of women growing and shining online. And something that I do want to remind you of, in case you were looking for a sign, you're waiting for something, this is your sign. Your time to shine is now. So I will see you next week. Have a wonderful week, my friends. Take care. And now I'm pushing my outro and it's not working. Ellie, why is it not working? My outro disappeared. All right, I'll push my intro. See you next week.